Righty, MIPCOMers here in Cannes, France. It's me again, David Fox here with Fox Populi at Wonder Media Imagination Motion, and I have again a very special guest with me. That would be Sallyann Keizer. Am I correct? Pronouncing that correctly, Sallyann?
Absolutely correct. Hello, David. How are you doing?
Hello. I am doing marvelously A-OK. Thank you for asking.
You're looking very dapper today, may I say.
I'm going for casual chic. Do you think I'm nailing this?
You are. What about me? How do I look?
You look absolutely spectacular.
Thank you.
Yes, I love the glasses, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Brought from New York.
Oh, look at that. How very cosmopolitan. Chit-chat aside, Sallyann, you're here for a very specific reason. You have a very important responsibility here at MIPCOM, or even MIP Junior to be precise. Tell us about what you are doing here in Cannes.
Well, I'm very honoured to have been invited to be on the MIP Markets Diversity Board. So I'm here speaking, and I've been presenting a session called Unconferencing at MIP Junior, which is this wonderful session to do with diversity and inclusion, where we invited everyone into the room openly to have a dialogue and a conversation about how we in children's content can move forward when it comes to diversity and inclusion. So that was the highlight of my MIP, but I'm here for lots of other reasons too, but that's my real passion.
So you're saying that this got started by basically inviting a bunch of people in the room and just having open dialogues.
But it was a session, so like the sessions that we generally hold.
Yeah.
I've lost my earpiece there. Like the sessions that we generally hold, we don't have a panel of experts, so that's the difference.
Oh, that is so refreshing.
But everyone is invited, so anyone can come. So we had some really lovely people who are at the top of the industry game from broadcasters, but we had any little person like me who wanted to join. And my job was to create a safe environment and an environment where everybody felt happy to chat. And so I was lucky because the room filled up. And for 40 minutes, we had a lovely, warm conversation celebrating the work that we're doing well in children's, but also being honest and looking at how far we have yet to go. Across the territories, what was fascinating was we were sharing stories from different territories. And obviously, culturally, there are differences, and everyone's in a different place, depending on their country.
Absolutely.
But it was a great dialogue, and I felt that we moved things forward, albeit we've got a way to go.
Oh, well, absolutely. So let's get this straight so our viewers know what you're actually here for. So you are focusing on children's content. And we've talked about diversity before here at Fox Populi and MIPCOM. But children's content is your own specialty. What about your own company? Do you focus on producing children's content? Has that always been your specialization?
Absolutely.
Okay.
From the company's perspective, I started off in journalism and news and current affairs. But I've been doing children's television now for 25 years, started at the BBC, had the company for 18 years, based in London, and my passion from day one was to give young people a voice and to empower them. And at the same time to create highly entertaining and engaging content that's the #1 shows globally, but actually that had social impact as well. So at the heart of everything that I've done from day one has been looking at lots of social issues, but always had a passion for the area of diversity and inclusion. And how do we ensure that all children's voices are reflected? How do we ensure that all children can look at content and see themselves reflected in that content? They can self-identify whilst also learning from other children that are different from them.
Precisely. Well, I mean, this discussion can be completely opened up. I mean, I'm kind of thinking of big companies like Disney that have, inspired generations for years, just like you are doing today. And of course, the entire Disney princess kind of stereotype, of course, it deeply influences, for instance, the kind of gender concepts that young girls and boys grow up with. And so what kind of strategy is it that you, for instance, specifically use to ensure that proper inclusion is guaranteed? What is it that you do?
I mean, I think there's two things I'll say there. One is I've had the joy of actually working with Disney and David Levine. He's absolutely at the forefront of having a voice, and he joined us on the board this year when it comes to diversity and inclusion. From my perspective, I think the real focus for me is how do we create content that is authentic, that has an authentic voice and isn't, dare I say it, that tick box thing, which historically is something that we've all, we've known has occurred. I think the really big thing is also looking at our teams. Do we have within teams people from those less represented minorities?
Exactly.
And part of the discussion we had yesterday was, yes, we're moving forward. Sometimes we'll have a consultant or X or Y, but actually we were talking about, hold on, what about at the heart of it having a writer, a producer, a director? How about having the core team? We spoke to somebody yesterday whose costume designer was from Aboriginal background. And so we're looking at both on screen and how do we ensure that is authentic representation, but behind the screen, you know, how do we do that? And actually let's look at how diverse our teams are and how we actually ensuring those voices are included in our work.
I have to say that is really the key, isn't it? I mean, inclusion happens from within, and you're bringing perspectives to the team, and obviously representation can only happen genuinely if those people are actually also responsible for the content coming walks of life. That is absolutely crucial. Tell me, Sallyann, what kind of projects are in the pipeline for you right now? What are you working on? Any particular projects that you're eager to showcase that we can help you promote?
I've got a very exciting project, which is
Tell
my
us.
favourite one. It's a cast of canines, so it's real dogs with very quirky animated mouths, and they're vlogging. So they all vlog on their beds and in their bedrooms.
That is excellent.
And the dog's actually conceptually 80% children and 20% dog. So all of the personalities and characters have actually been based upon research with children that exist out there. And so when it comes to the diversity and inclusion, what's absolutely delightful is that amongst our characters, we decided to create 6 main characters who were equal. And so amongst our main characters, we've got one character who identifies as LGBT+. We've got a character with ADHD.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Let me tell you about the Dachshund Elvis, who is on 2 wheels. His 2 legs are normal, his 2 back wheels are there. We've got a Labrapoodle. So that's my real passion at the moment, my doggy project.
Oh, and you have a dog yourself that you were eager to tell us about.
I have a little puppy called Archie. Thank you so much for mentioning him. The love of my life.
Hey,
he's
I
5
promised,
months old, and he's a black Labrador.
Fantastic. I mean, the implications here are endless of what you are doing. I mean, I'm thinking of the world of education as well, which is, of course, very much still a direct channel into the minds of young developing children that are, basically yearning not just for a voice, but also for normalization, identification. And I think it's extremely noble what you're doing and extremely relevant. And I want to thank you for it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I genuinely, passionately believe that if we can reach children at a young age, we as adults have loads of fears, loads of prejudices that come from everywhere, but actually children don't. To children, we're all the same. And
we are the children that, obviously we are the adults that used to be these little critters running around and being so easily influenced.
Absolutely.
By our environment, and that's what we can change today.
And if we amongst us here at MIP can do anything and on the board to move forward and to nurture the next generation, then I go to bed a happy person, as does Archie, my puppy.
As you should. Sallyann, I want to thank you honestly for being on the show with me, and I wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. And
thank you so much. And next time, please just wear a red shirt next time. I think it would suit you.
Oh, thank you. That's really good advice. See, nobody gives me fashion advice here.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Sally. We're going to let you go now, but thank you again.
It's been a great pleasure. Thank you so much.
Vice versa. Absolutely.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.